In this world, angels live among us. Many great invincible beings of immeasurable power, a bridge between us and the gods. These creatures are not as you might imagine them. While some are human-like in their appearance, most are alien. A sitting mountain, a giant boar, a hovering sphere. Each of the angels provides a powerful boon to the surrounding area and its inhabitants. They do not speak to us. They do not move. We built our world around them. They shaped our cultures. We rely on them. Until something dark came along. Now, one by one, the angels have been slain. The people of the lands around them slaughtered. A wave of death is spreading across our world. Only a few places remain as a final bastion of life. Only a few against an endless horde of oblivion. And within these few, a single band of unlikely heroes, bound by forces beyond their understanding. In this world, there is only a single word that describes their soul-bound connection.
The blighted forest. Dead trees in every direction. The ground underfoot an ashen wasteland, and a brook of stagnant poison water bubbles nearby. In the distance, wisps of light flicker in and out of your vision, seer, when suddenly the light flickers out entirely. Moments later, the air about you suddenly chills cold. Appearing between each of you are two wraiths. Elven ears, red cloaks of Arvandor, but their faces twist with malevolence. These things are immediately, you can tell, not friendly. You may position yourselves wherever you'd like, but you were all kind of having a conversation, so I imagine that you were pretty close together.
How dark is it? Is it really dark?
It may
What time
well
of day
be
is it?
dark, but let me see here.
For the listeners, I can't see anything. I can see 5 foot around me in all directions. on the
Myre, roll me
map,
a
so I am-
d24. You can tell me what time of day it is.
1d24. It is currently 1 in the
1 in the
afternoon.
afternoon. Let me give you some light. Actually, don't know. I didn't know this was dynamically lit.
I like being blind.
There you go. Can you see now?
Yes, I do.
Grand. All right, yeah. Move yourselves to wherever you want to be.
I'm just gonna stay here.
Yeah.
I think I'm
Yeah.
fine.
All good. Okay. Roll me some initiatives, please. These are death wisps.
Nice. We love a natural 2018.
I also did something else for the combat while you're in here. There are environmental effects every time you start combat. Roll me a d6, whomever wishes to be the
5.
5. Damn, I really wanted a 1. For no reason other than it makes the most sense. They go on initiative of 6. But You are surprised. Anybody have defense against surprise?
Oh.
I don't believe I do.
Okay. Forest floor here is littered with decaying corpses.
Cool.
As these wisps rise up and disturb some of the foliage and ash, you recognize that some of the dust, some of the dirt, some of the floor underfoot reveals bones and flesh. There is death all about this area, as if a group had been killed here. Rather than this being like a graveyard or something like that, you get the sense that this area was the final resting place of this group. As some of the dirt shifts about, you recognize on the forest floor that the corpses have red cloaks similar to the ones that the wraiths are wearing. And I think Jildan may be the only person who would recognize that these are the cloaks of Arvandor, which are the wood elves that live one kingdom to the south.
Uh-oh.
Okay. I'm going to do something real quick here to the map. I'm just going to put... wonder if I can get like...
Are these things, have they manifested into solid entities now, or are they still like wispy?
These things are fully wraith-like ghosts. Let me just... I'm going to populate the map here with corpses.
Oh, cool.
Okay. All of these X's are corpses of elven warriors. Or I'll just, I guess elven folk. I don't know if you know if they're warriors or not, but I don't think I even know if they're warriors or not. Okay. Let's go. Now, they get a surprise round on you because these things move bizarrely. The way that they sort of shift and move around is really strange. They literally flicker in and out of sight. The way that they kind of rise up in front of you, you recognize that they kind of flicker and move. They flicked very quickly, as if they're almost teleporting, but you get the sense that they're sort of jumping between shadows that are caused by the trees. These things move really quickly, but you can see that they are spirits. They're shadowy figures, but they do take a sort of... I mean, they're certainly not corporeal, but they take shape. There are elements to them that kind of wisp in and out of understanding as they take sort of indistinct shapes. But you can certainly tell that these are what look like kind of warriors, elven warriors. But their faces are twisted in kind of horrible ways. Their eyes sort of glowing with a blue light. They suddenly strike out and reach for each of you. Let's see here. I'm going to roll a d4 to determine who they attack first. Sia being 1, Jildan 2, Thrak 3, Cirrus 4. One attack towards Sia. The second attack towards Sia. I think that's unfair. I'll have the next one roll again. Second one to Jilden. Makes sense. Okay. These things
Look at him.
suddenly, yeah, they kind of just appear, and then they attempt to attack you, Sia, on their surprise round. A 21 versus your AC.
21 just hits.
Okay. And then the second one is against Jilden, a 19.
Yep. Yeah, that'll hit.
All right. Sia, you take 27 necrotic damage, and then you need to make me a con saving throw. Jilden, you take 31 necrotic damage. These creatures aren't... you can see that they have shields, circular shields on their back, sort of Captain America style. They also have spears that are kind of hooked into these shields, but they don't seem to be sort of moving and using these weapons. They're not striking you. They simply reach out at you. When you feel this cold hand not just reach you but also pass through your body, it is like a burning sensation. It starts burning you from the inside, and you feel your life being sort of drained out from you. That's what's happening here. They're not slapping you or hitting you or anything. You can just feel this kind of horrible sensation as this necrotic energy drains your life. A failure, you need to be a 15 for these con saves. So Sia, you fail. Jilden, you pass. Sia, your hit point maximum is reduced by an amount equal to the damage taken.
Ooh.
Ooh.
This reduction lasts until the target finishes a long rest.
It'd be great if that hadn't happened.
Target dies if this effect reduces its hit point maximum to 0. It is now Jilden's turn. Top of the round.
And now Sia's turn. He got an 18 as well.
Oh yeah, okay, probably is Sia, I'm guessing. You've probably got a higher dex score.
Correct.
Yes.
I will shudder from the contact with this wisp, and then I shall reach out to my Godwood branch and swing at it with 2 hands. For a 21 to hit.
21 will hit.
For 9 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay. Yeah. The staff passes through this thing. It doesn't even, you feel no resistance whatsoever. However, you do see where the staff passes through this kind of ghost, this spirit. It crackles and burns, multicolored, sort of bizarre, like a firework effect almost, as it burns through this creature. And you can tell, even though it feels like you're hitting nothing, you're just hitting air, that this is certainly damaging the creature. You deal the full 9 bludgeoning damage, but it's a bizarre effect as you go to swing to try and physically hit something, you know.
Very well. I will press the attack and swing again with my extra attack for a 16 to hit.
16 will hit.
For 10 more points of bludgeoning damage.
Yep, same situation. More was that kind of
continue the
crackling and
dance.
burning.
And will burn a key point. You see that my hands just keep moving. I don't stop. I just, one after the other, carrying the momentum for an unarmed strike on the creature for 12 to hit.
12 is a miss.
And then
I think this
again
thing just kind of flits out of your arm's reach.
for a 16. This time around, the heel of my palm stops just short of the figure.
Yeah, this one hits. 16 hits.
For 6 points of bludgeoning damage.
Your unarmed strikes are not magical.
They are magical.
They are magical.
They are indeed.
Okay. Same thing
very
then. You see
magic.
the crackling of the palm strike, burning away some of the life force of whatever this undead creature is.
It now must, as this contacts, you see that where the hand interfaces with the apparition, there is a purple glow and a pulse, like a visible white shockwave, as it now needs to succeed, I believe, a strength saving throw, will be pushed 15 feet away from myself.
Okay. Strength saving throw. Wow, it has a -2 as well. I've rolled 2 natural 20s.
It succeeds with an 18.
Yeah, 2 18s actually, 2 natural 20s. Make that 2 18s. I just want to remind everybody how amazing I am at rolling in this campaign.
Yeah,
It's quite something.
we're aware. Thank you. You take your mask off and it's Wax Steven underneath.
So this entire campaign was actually written by Wax Steven.
It will still
He
shift 5
laughs as
feet
he
away
kills
from me.
Sia.
Yeah. Oh, he would. What did you say?
Because of my
sorry?
crusher feat, it will still shift 5 feet away from me.
Okay, so this way?
Yes.
Okay.
And that is my turn.
Right. Who is next? And who put this line on the thing? Because it's just a glitch, but can you just click the ruler so it gets rid of it? Thank you. Because I don't know why that happens, but it just stays on the screen for me sometimes.
No, that was me. I started to linger. I was looking at someone.
Do you have to? Do you have to? Let it? Alright. I'm really
Interesting.
enjoying this because I'm going to try and kill Seer. And deep down I'm Wax Steven. Channeling my Wax Steven GM of Doomness.
So happy about it.
Yeah, no, didn't like that. What's that, sir?
No, just finishing my turn by moving 5 feet backwards. That's my turn.
Okay. Okay, I am going to cast a wind wall. And it's going to form a strange snake-like pattern as it goes round and through us in a round track. It can be
Okay.
up to 50 feet long. Creatures in gaseous form cannot pass through it. No, I don't know if this counts as gaseous form.
No, this is not gaseous form.
But still, small or flying creatures or objects cannot pass through the wall. Loose, lightweight materials brought into the wall fly upward. They must make a strength saving throw.
Yeah, I think they would be pushed by this. I don't think that there's any reason. I think they're like a sheet of paper in this thing, if I'm honest. 2 strength saves. We'll do green and red. 12 and a 15.
The 12 will fail, the 15 will succeed and take half damage. 3, 8. Sorry, I'm blind. 1 second.
So we're staying in character.
It's 16 bludgeoning damage, half on the save.
16 bludgeoning damage. For green.
Now, regardless of the save, they will both be flung upwards by at least 15 feet, because this is 15 foot high.
Okay, they are now 15 feet in the air, just woof. They are just air-bended upwards.
And I'm going to take this opportunity to move away slightly, I suppose, back here.
Cool, roll me a d20.
That's a
no.
1.
Welcome to Minesweeper.
I was never good at Minesweeper.
No, not really. It just looks like it, doesn't it? Okay, so Jilden, make me a perception check.
Yes, sir. It's a 13.
A 13. Yeah, I think you sort of step backwards. You see, I think you will all see this, but I think Jilden, you're specifically like right next to one. You notice that these areas where these X's are, they suddenly, even though a lot of these bodies are partially sort of buried under a lot of this foliage and ash. By foliage, I mean like mulched foliage, because it's all died and fallen from the trees and things like that. So you notice that these areas where these X's are kind of begin to glow. They sort of take on a sort of just a little arcane energy. When the one behind you explodes. And it's going to deal 2d6 necrotic damage unless you can beat a DC 13 Dex saving throw.
Well, let's see. Not a chance.
Which you do not. So as you're stepping backwards, everybody, you kind of notice boom, 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 these things kind of light up. And then one behind Jilden just explodes, flinging necrotic energy upwards, as well as kind of like dirt and gore, but mostly necrotic energy. That wave hits you, Jilden, and it's very similar to the sort of burning sensation you got from these death wisps. But that one has been expended, so I'll get rid of it.
Anybody who can see me through this raging wind wall, which is probably only Thrak now, because yeah, I'm in significant distress.
Noted.
Okay. Yeah, is that the end of your turn?
Yes. Yes.
Okay, Thrak's turn.
Yeah, so, can I see these things? They are...
the ghosts?
Where are they?
Or the corpses?
Well, the ghosts, they're in this wind wall thing, right?
Yeah, they're
Are they
15
above
feet
or-
up. They've been kind of
But I can
blown
see them
upwards.
still.
Yep, completely. Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to cast Momentary Stasis, which is a time wizard bullshit. I will put it in the chat here. Essentially, if they fail Constitution saving throw against my spell save DC, they are incapacitated and have a speed of 0 until the end of my next turn. And I'm going to do that on the one that's closest to me. So...
Okay, a con save, yeah?
Yeah.
18.
Pretty sure that's... yeah. Saves.
Oh.
What a useless turn.
Yeah.
Alright, I'll move. They can't hit me, right? Because they're in the air.
Correct, they're 15 feet up, yeah.
Yeah, so I'll move here. I think it's safe.
Alright, Cirrus.
Sorry, yes. Okay. I am going to cast Spirit Guardians. Which means these guys take some damage when they stand this close to me.
Yeah. Have you cast this before?
I have, yes.
Okay.
Let me just quickly show the spell description. It's something like if they end their, it's either they end or start their turn. Just double checking. Because it's different than in
creature
Baldur's Gate.
ends its turn there for the first
Yeah.
time, or enters the area.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
as it
Or
lands.
starts its turn there. So
Yeah,
it'll be on
okay.
the start of its turn.
So it's just not right now. It just doesn't. Oh, would it? Because it technically is being entered into the space.
Oh,
No, you're entering into its space.
Right.
They're currently in the air anyway, so you wouldn't get them until they land, right?
It's 15 feet
Okay.
up though.
So when they say radius, it's a whole sphere as opposed to just a plane in front of you.
Full sphere.
Okay,
Should be.
I don't know.
Yeah, good point. Is it a
Uh,
radius around you? It might be around you only, huh?
It does say radius. Yeah, I think it's
'cause it went
just
to the
around me then.
15-foot sphere, otherwise you're right. Or a cube or something. Okay, yeah, so it is around you. Yeah, okay.
Okay. Okay. And then I'm going to, with my bonus action, cast Healing Word on Seer.
Ooh. Okay.
He doesn't...
She doesn't know that.
Oh, right, of course.
And that's the end of my turn.
Desperate to die.
No, she's meta.
Okay, death wisps are now sort of flying above.
More like death wish.
I did forget to do my concentration after I got injured, but I passed anyway. So
Cool. All right, here we go. Seer again,
Okay.
and Cirrus. These things, Enderman over. One there,
Cool.
one behind you, Cirrus.
Oh, okay.
They literally flicker out and flicker behind you. Again, their arms kind of just reaching for both of you in an attempt to drain you of your life force. Let's go with Sia first, a 21, and then
Hits.
Cirrus, an 11.
That does not hit.
Okay. Let's give you the damage. 32 necrotic damage.
I die.
Oh, what?
This thing appears behind Sia. It shoves its hand into Sia's back, and you see Sia suddenly stop. His eyes roll up into the back of his head. His skin sort of turns ashen, a sort of pale version of itself. And the creature I think it just moves through him. As he begins to fall to the ground. Now, there's absolutely no way. This wasn't coming.
Thank God. Thank God.
I was waiting for it.
Oh my God.
Yeah, he's gonna have to roll that again.
Which thing do I roll?
So
The attack
it's
roll?
Yeah, the attack roll.
Here we go. A 20.
Jesus
20
Christ.
hits.
But it might do less damage.
We do it again.
Oh my
A
God.
13.
A 13 misses.
So, from Thrax, through Thrax's vision, he sees this happen, and then he tries to turn back time. He sees it happen again as the creature just moves through Seer, and Seer twists and slumps against the tree behind him. Then he turns back time again, bloodshot eyes, and this time, Seer, you're able to... You recognize the creature suddenly appearing behind you, and you just move in time as it kind of floats at you with its hands lazily reaching towards you, and you dodge out of the way.
Thrak is the true arbiter of death at this point.
Yeah, for
I've
real.
seen you all
It's
die many
terrifying.
times.
Oh my God.
Taking
Yeah,
hits
you
with
remember
psycho with
every
every
time,
save.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
This
Yeah, I
question
think I
that you've
remember
asked me, Orcish,
Yes.
what do you mean? Why are you asking me
I
this?
just wanted to be able to describe what happens when I cast a specific spell.
Right.
So I need to know that information in order to do it.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know if they really. I think it would be. All right, I'll give you this.
Okay.
Probably that. It's kind of a hard one to
Okay.
answer because they're just sort of mindless, but yeah, I think it would be that. All right, secrets. Okay, guys, secrets. Don't.
Serious?
Great.
Can you not use your make them go away spell?
Scream into the abyss. Howling winds raging around us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The howling winds sound effects.
Oh,
right?
wait.
Have it?
I wouldn't
Yeah.
be able to see Sia dying. Sorry, Sia.
Is the wind invisible? Or is it just a gust?
No,
of
it's
wind?
just, like how when a tornado sort of like hits the ground and it has that spout and you can see all the air coming up out of it, but it's not solid. You can see through it.
Oh, you can see through it.
Yeah, I mean,
Okay.
it'll be picking up debris, like there'll be stuff in there. I'm sure it won't be a fully comprehensive image, but you'll be able to see enough. For sure.
Just wanted Maya to re-roll. but
Just wanted to say to become a prune again.
Okay. Yeah, Siri, it's your turn.
It's my turn. All right. I casually sidestep the grasp of the creature and swing at it again with my staff. Let's see. 23 to hit.
That hits.
10 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
And then I shall try again to swing again at this creature. This time a natural 1 added
Yeah.
to my counter.
On Quanoff, yeah.
Okay. I then burn another key point and engage Flurry of Blows. Let's see. 12 to hit,
Miss.
22 to hit.
That hits.
Again, as I swing at the creature with a hook, this time with my left hand, it must succeed a strength saving throw.
Natural 1.
Okay. As my fist connects with where the temple of this beast would be, you see that it seems to connect. But again, this is only just how would you say, it only appears that way. As I start to twist my hand, and like cotton candy around a machine, like a piston, it connects with my hand and swings around, and I'm going to launch it 15 feet away from me towards Cirrus's ring of, what is it called again? Spiritual Guardians.
Yeah, bullshit. What happens when it connects with the wind wall
Bullshit.
as you launch it that way?
I don't know.
Let's find out then, I guess.
I punch it through the wind wall.
Can you spam the wind wall, Leah?
Can I do what, sorry?
Give us the wind wall info, because he's
Oh,
punching
yes.
a thing through it.
When the wall appears, each creature within its area must make a strength saving throw. But I don't know. I don't think it
Only when
matters.
appears.
Yeah, I don't think it affects anything else.
Smaller flying creatures can't pass through.
would be
Loose light
thrown
winds
upwards.
fly upwards.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's what happens. I think it hits the wind wall and then goes up 15 feet.
It would still land 15 feet away from me.
It is. It's
Right.
15 feet up, right? I mean, it doesn't land because it doesn't have any weight.
No.
It's immune to
Right.
gravity. So I think
Understood.
what you do is you punch this towards Cirrus's bullshit, but actually it hits the wind wall and then just flies directly upwards. But doesn't come back down. It's just caught up there, right? Spinning around for a moment.
Should it not be one more square away from me? Or has the winds taken that speed upwards 15 feet?
You punched it 15 feet towards Cirrus going here, right?
Yes.
That would have been the intention.
Mhm.
So we can put it here if you want. It's here or here,
Okay.
right?
It can't hit you now either way because it's still 50.
It will be 15 feet up in the air. You're clear of it, yeah, if you're worried about attack of
No,
opportunity.
no. I'm just... I don't want to draw the map. Okay, I will then... 5, 10, 15, 20. I'll be standing here, I think.
I'm so sorry. What was the route?
yeah.
Away from
There's-
the X, of course. So
Okay.
5, 10,
You can't.
15, 20.
Wow.
Because
That's strange. Do you have time spells too?
I'll allow it. I'll allow it. You are.
Did I not like go in the X?
He's a
I
time
wasn't
monk.
sure. Yeah, a monk, if you will. Yeah.
All right.
I love it.
Jildan, your turn.
Is this thing useful? I kind of yell into the abyss, gesturing at the wall. Is it
I
helping?
don't think so.
Okay. I drop the wind wall.
Serious? She's our only chance at survival. Help her.
I'm gonna run. Well, as fast as I can. Hobble over near Cirrus to where this creature is.
Okay.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna call the lightning down the same way you've seen me before, except this is outdoors, and a huge storm cloud will appear, crackling with a greenish lightning now. Sort of, the wind wall disappears and all the wind kind of rushes upwards and starts circulating madly until lightning starts striking around. And a strike will land on the creature right in front of me. Well, I suppose it's up in the air, but it doesn't really matter. Or does it? Or
Or does it? A question we might never know the answer to.
no, I don't think. I don't know if this has a height limitation. It says that a cylinder is 10 foot tall with a 60-foot radius, but that's just a storm cloud. And that is any point I can see 100 feet directly above me. So I feel like there's no limit to really how high the lightning will do damage. It's a lightning bolt coming down, so I feel like it would still do the damage regardless of if the creature is directly in front of me or just slightly above me.
I think it's basically like chain lightning but vertical. So like if the creature was 20 feet up, then somebody who is right next to you wouldn't get hit because it's only 15 feet in a straight line downwards, yes?
Well, I'd also argue that the wind wall's gone down, so it's probably come crashing down to the floor anyway. Unless it's moved.
A cylinder that is 10 feet tall with a 60-foot radius.
So that's just the cloud. So that's just
That's
the
the
cloud
cloud.
chunk 100 foot up.
Is up there.
Yeah, it's 10 foot by 60 foot.
And then you choose a point you can see within range and you just strike lightning.
Yeah,
Yeah, I think that's what it is. You're just doing that.
Yeah.
If you've ever played Final
Yeah.
Fantasy X, you create that horrible level where you have to dodge the lightning.
It's the Pikachu attack from Smash.
Yeah, the Pikachu attack from Smash.
Assuming there is no natural thunderstorm happening already in the horizon, which would be so cool if there was.
There isn't,
But
but
alas.
would be cool.
It must make a dexterity saving throw then.
Okay, and you're aiming at green.
Yes. Actually, it says within a 5-foot radius. If I aim between them here, would that hit them both? Or does it have to be directly on top of them? Because that is within
No,
a 5
I
foot
think
radius.
I think 5
Just on
foot
top.
radius is the square.
Okay,
Right.
that's fine. Alright, then on top of the green.
Okay, and a dex save. Here we go. 17.
Ugh, that saves. But I do still take half damage. Yeah. Pain, suffering. 17 lightning damage halved. So, I'll let you do the math.
17 lightning bolt damage. Halved is
8?
8.5.
8.5, so you round it
You
down.
round up, so it'd be 9. Is it rounded up or down?
You round down for everything except for hit die.
Okay.
At least that's what my brain is telling me from a memory. It is coming up to 10 years
Perfect
old
memory.
from when I first learned how to all of this.
It's down.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, it happens. You see it do the same thing as this lightning bolt sort of strikes. Do I have a lightning bolt sound? Literally from
That
Final
works.
Fantasy 7. This strikes. You see that the lightning bolt do the same thing where it kind of burns through the wisp of the spirit. It is still there though.
Yep, end turn.
End of turn. Okay, Thrak.
Right, Thrax eyes widen as he witnesses Seer's death twice over. And then he takes a moment and calms himself, closing his eyes. He starts to whisper an incantation, and as Jilden is waddling forward and summoning lightning, and Seer is wrestling with a ghost, he's doing this, and when he opens them, he points his staff at the red death wisp, and he casts something called Phantasmal Killer. Now,
Okay.
no one would notice anything happening here, but from the death wisp's point of view, a massive ball of light would be summoned just in front of it. Only it can see it, but it must make a wisdom saving throw.
6.
That is a failure. So the death wisp is now frightened, and at the end of each of the target's turns before the spell ends, the target must succeed a wisdom saving throw or take 4d10 psychic damage.
Okay.
And on a successful save, the spell ends.
Right. Yeah, I think you you recognize this creature kind of start striking and batting at something that isn't there, Cirrus, as it starts to move away from you. You did this on the red one, is that correct?
The red one, yes.
Yeah. And it starts to sort of react to something, but you know it isn't anything you can currently see. Though you might recognize that Thrak is doing some bollocks behind you, as he is wont to do sometimes. Okay, and it doesn't take any damage right now.
It does not take any damage right now. It is frightened, though.
Okay. All right, into your turn.
Yes.
Cirrus, your turn.
Yeah. So I noticed that he's done something to this wisp in front of me.
Yeah, it's no longer like reaching out to try and get you, which is what it was doing.
Yeah. These creatures, like, they're death wisp, they're ghostly.
Mm-hmm.
But I haven't been thinking of them as undead, because to me, undead, I've associated it with, like, the flesh, the rotting bone, the, like, you know, those types of zombie vibes.
Okay.
So when Jildan says to me, like, you have that spell that makes things run away? I realize that I do, but I didn't consider them to be undead. I don't know if they are counted as undead, or if they're just ghostly monsters, but I'm going to channel divinity, turn undead.
Okay, they are undead.
Okay.
And this is a wisdom saving throw, is that right, from both of them?
Yeah.
Okay. We'll do green then red. Green 10, red 17.
17 is a fail, 10 is a pass.
How is that possible?
Oh, what?
Other way around.
Like, oh, other way around. 17 is a pass, 10 is a fail. Sorry.
Okay, all right. I didn't know if you
Yeah,
had some
one of them
bullshit
passed,
going
one of
on.
them failed.
Yeah.
Nope.
I
Nope,
was like,
it's just
what has she
stupidity.
done? What has she done?
It's
I have, again,
it's-
no idea what you guys can do. I just wait for you to go,
It's-
I'm doing this spell that does this. And I go, okay, that sounds
No,
cool. Whatever you say.
can't
just
do
a
any.
I'm
run-of-the-mill,
going to
run-of-the-mill
make up a
dumb.
spell and not tell you.
Okay, they're both
Chief
now
knows.
feared. They both kind of start moving away from you guys and reacting to this stuff. Anything else from you two?
Yeah, with my bonus action, I'm going to... I know Jildan doesn't like it, but I'm going to cast Healing Word on her. So you take 9 points of healing damage. Sorry.
Your health doesn't go up as it was taken down by the creature, and it removes your maximum hit points by the amount you took the damage
Because I
from, right?
succeeded my con save. It's just you that failed your con save. So your max HP was dropped.
Screw me then.
But I don't know, you might be right. Like, I might not be able to heal. I don't know what their deal is. Brad, can I heal from the damage they give?
You, if they damaged you, you can heal back the damage you took from the explosion. But the damage that the life drain did from you, the reduction lasts until the target finishes long rest. Your hit point maximum is reduced by an amount equal to the damage taken. So whatever the life drain.
Does that know
did
if
to
you just failed your con save? Because I passed the con save when they
Oh
hit
right,
me.
yeah. You're not affected by that. Correct.
Okay.
Yeah, just yeah.
Understood.
Yeah,
I
that's
didn't
right.
You
realize
can
you
heal.
succeeded.
Yeah, rules lawyer Myre.
Your Honor, I rest my case.
Would you like to move, Cirrus?
Yes, I would like to move back here.
Okay. Death
That's it.
wisps. Okay. They do anything on the beginning of their turn here?
I think they just have to run away. They have to take all of their
Thrak also
turns to run
feared
away.
One of them. All right. Well, let's see here. So this one is going to teleport. To there. This one is going to teleport to there. Then they can really fuck off here. Let's see if I can. Wow. They're right at the edge of known space. But they're still around. Okay, so at the end of its turn, Thrak, what does it do?
A wisdom saving throw.
And that does.
Oh shit. It succeeds. It's a
Okay.
19.
Is it no longer feared?
Yes, it is no longer feared.
Okay.
Actually, wait, hold on. At the end of, I think it is still. The end of each of the target's turns before the spell ends, target must succeed on a wisdom saving throw. Oh no, it's over. Yeah.
All right. Then it is not over. It was almost about to be the end of combat. But it is not. It is Sia's turn.
Okay. So there's nothing I can do right now. So I stand behind the turtle and wait.
Okay, you can ready an action if you'd like.
I ready my staff to
can
swing at the
dodge.
creature. Should you know what? Yes, I'll patient defense.
Okay. You're welcome. The hand of God reaches down and blesses you. Okay, Jilden, your turn.
I'm gonna hold my lightning bolt until it gets within 60 feet of me.
I would,
Raise my staff to the air and.
Okay, Thrak.
Too late.
Okay. The bracelet on my wrist stabs into my arm, and I'm going to cast Evil Mind onto this creature.
Evil Mind.
Feeble Mind?
Not
The
Feeble
spell
Mind.
you gave me?
Okay. I don't expect me to remember anything.
Right, it's a level 8 spell slot that you gave me.
Oh, you're doing that one. Right.
Yes. I'll put it in chat here.
Yeah, the big
You
boy.
blast the mind of a creature that you can see within range, attempting to shatter its intellect and personality, which I'm assuming it doesn't have much of one. Target takes 46 psychic damage and must make an intelligence saving throw. On a fail save, the creature's intelligence and charisma scores become 1. The creature can't cast spells, activate magic items, understand language, or communicate in any intelligible way. The creature can, however, identify friends, follow them, and even protect them. At the end of every 30 days, the creature can repeat a saving throw.
Right.
Okay.
30 days. What a crazy
this is
spell.
Flowers for Algernon. The spell.
Yeah.
Such a specific reference. And the artifact means that it makes it with disadvantage, right?
Yes.
So it's an int save.
That's right.
Disadvantage. An 8.
Okay. So then it takes what do I say? 4d6 damage. And those two stats are reduced to 1 for 30 days.
Okay, int and charisma become 1.
Wow.
6 damage.
You do 6
Oh.
damage to it.
I rolled 3 ones. Oh, I'm glad I just took 4 levels of exhaustion for that.
And you
Excellent.
gain
Oh.
4 levels
Huh?
of exhaustion.
Yeah,
Oh
I
my
slumped
God.
down.
What are
Yeah.
you doing, you idiot?
It's gonna come back, right? Because now it's no longer afraid.
But it's now
It's-
when
And
it's
it didn't
stupefied
get off
ghost.
the map.
Yeah, it's kind of...
Okay.
Yeah, it is...
It's gonna take 4 long rests to get back to normal.
Yeah, so 4 levels of exhaustion is disadvantage on ability checks, speed halved, disadvantage on attack rolls and saving throws, and hit point maximum halved.
Oh no.
Okay. Cirrus?
Dang. Sorry, I'm trying to see if there's like really anything that I can do aside from
If your guardians are still up, you see Seer staring at you.
yeah, they should still be up. I didn't take any hits. How's everybody? Everyone's looking okay, I think, for the most part. I mean, Thrak looks terrible. I can't
Thrak's
clear
sweating and leaning
exhaustion,
on her
right?
staff.
No,
Yeah,
you
I
can't.
think exhaustion is only resting.
Doesn't look hurt. Just
Yeah.
tired.
It'd be really good if I could get something that helped with exhaustion. Dang. I'm going to cast... Sorry. It gives him disadvantage on everything, right? Basically.
Yeah.
He has a charisma and intelligence score of 1. And it cannot cast spells, activate magic items, understand language, or communicate in any intelligible way.
Wait, you? No, I'm
because
talking
of-
about you.
Oh,
The
me?
exhaustion levels, yeah. You have disadvantage on pretty much everything now at this point, right? Because you're so exhausted.
Yeah. Well, attack rolls and saving throws.
Okay.
And ability checks.
I'm just looking to see if there's anything that I can do to boost that so that it can like help you out, and you're not just completely at a negative. So give me a second.
This is one of
There's
those
just
sick if
so
it
much
works
now.
out, horrendous if it doesn't kind of spells. Oh no.
Yeah. It's a big risk. Everything
The
comes
gambit.
at a
Everything
cost.
comes at a cost.
Don't utter those magical words in front of me. you don't know what you might invoke. You gotta be very careful.
Right, stop speaking for the next 30 minutes. Thinking about.
If she wasn't so unwell, I would
Campaigns and
just
stuff.
teleport in PB and she just joins the call and becomes the DM for half an hour.
Yes. Okay, I am going to cast Emboldening Bond. I can forge an empowering bond among us. I'm going to choose. My proficiency bonus is now 3. So I'm going to choose Thrak, Jilden. I think. Do I have to be involved in it? I'm going to give it to all 3 of you. And I've created a magical bond between you for 10 minutes. Any bonded creature within 30 feet of another, the creature can roll a d4 and add the number rolled to an attack roll, ability check, or saving throw it makes. So hopefully that helps you out a little bit. Thrak. Okay. And then I think that's it, because I'm not going to do any damage. Everyone is... I'll do Healing Word on Jilden one more time. Just a quick one. 7. Okay, I'm done. Thank you.
Just a quick one.
Just a quick one.
Just
Quickie.
Okay, this thing can now move back. It can...
Oh, good.
It's just back here now.
Does it instantly teleport or does it move?
No, this time it moves that entire way.
I would like to
float towards you.
When it's can I see these? Like they're obvious.
You can see them now,
These
yeah.
X's.
Some of them are glowing. Or they
Does it
sort of
fly
like
over?
pulse every now and then. It does. It flies. I was waiting for one of you to mention it. It moves past the glowing corpses, and it doesn't activate them or set them off in any way.
Okay. I'd like to aim my lightning so that it hits both at the same time.
It's both. When
so
when one of this creature is like here.
When it's like over the top of it or whatever, so that the lightning kind of goes through it. Or in between kind of works as well.
So, I see what you mean. Like if one's here like this, so it as
Yeah,
it's
I'm trying to
floating
deliberately
over
set it
one.
off.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah.
The dex save.
It works as to activate the corpse for sure. The dex save for the creature is a 21.
Ew.
Who's rolling
Okay, it
these?
takes 10 lightning damage.
10 lightning damage to the creature. The thing does explode here, so it does actually, I think, have to.
Clearing the field. Oh, yeah, and it takes the damage from that as well.
Yeah.
That was definitely on purpose and not
14.
accidental at all.
It actually doesn't set it off.
Oh, what?
Yeah. It you see the lightning strike the ground. It burns through the creature as it's moving towards the area where all of you are, but it doesn't seem to set off the. Maybe it lands to one side of the corpse, and then it continues to float along over to Cirrus. You don't have Spirit Guardians. You switched your
She does.
concentration spell.
I still
Oh.
have...
No, yeah, she probably does
no.
still have it, right?
No,
Yeah,
I
you
still
did
have
tell
it,
me
yeah.
that.
Emboldening Bond isn't the concentration spell, it looks like.
It's not a concentration spell. No. It's
Nice.
a cleric thingy.
What do they look
So
like?
I should...
The spirit. Here is a more specific question. Are they glowing and bright?
Yes. Yeah, they're like white. A white light. A cool white light.
Then I hate to tell you this, but I'm controlling. It wouldn't come near you.
Oh.
It will go to Jilden. It would absolutely not go near you.
Makes sense to me.
If you are surrounded by a bright light, it will stay in the shadows and move towards Jilden. Now, it's not actually having a go. It used its action to move again. That's what it did. So
Okay.
you can breathe easy for one more turn. Seer, it's your turn.
The other
Alright.
one runs off.
The other one
map, right?
is holding all of the top buttons on the controller, and it escapes from the combat.
As
Exactly
it
that noise, yeah.
approaches
I need
Jilden, I'm
get
going
that
to take a
sound,
step.
don't I, for my D&D game, sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Live and let live.
Okay,
I'm
Myre.
going to step around Jilden around the north side of the map, behind the creature as it approaches her, and I'm going to start swinging at it with my staff.
Okay.
A 24 to hit.
24 hits.
With that, I'm going to invoke my Crusher Feat and push it away this way, southwest away from Jilden. I'm just double checking to see if that does or does not invoke opportunity attacks. It
No.
would do because it doesn't say otherwise.
No, it doesn't.
Okay. My other
When you
spells
get
do.
pushed out of a space, you're not leaving a space.
Okay.
It works the other way for you guys as well. But I remember this
Understood.
argument years ago in another show. I can't remember what, when, or where, but I'm pretty sure that it doesn't.
Understood. I know it doesn't with push. I wasn't sure with like Crusher Feat. Okay. I
have
then
to
swing
bring this
again.
guy back for the turn order. Sorry. Carry on. Sorry, we lost the turn order for because I hit the token because he's done, but he's not actually on the board. The other one.
So the second swing misses, but again, like a practiced routine, I swing through the creature with my staff. It misses. I then stow the staff under one arm and punch again with my unarmed strike with my flurry of blows, expending a key point, and once again with a 10 not hitting. I try again.
It's like moving out of the way of your strikes. The 15 will hit though.
Okay, so for a 15, that's 5 points of bludgeoning damage. And then it again must succeed a... Let me just double check my saving throws for this real quick. My apologies. It must succeed a...
Right.
Yes, a strength saving throw. I had one that's dexterity, but I wasn't sure.
An 8.
Okay, it's punched 15 feet away from me to the south.
Okay.
Push it into the spirits.
Yes, yeah, I meant to do... Yes, sorry. Control
Push
Z
it
into the spirits.
Into the spirits? Yeah,
yes,
okay.
yes.
Yeah.
That's what I meant to do.
Okay. The spirits... What do they do?
Thank you.
Let me just quickly repop that.
The spirit guardians pushed into the light.
Spirit guardians. Their speed is halved in the area. When they enter the area for the first time, make a wisdom saving throw. On a failed save, they take 3d8 radiant damage.
Okay, that's a fail. 7.
Brilliant.
Give me 3d8.
Okay. And I cast it at 3rd level, if I remember correctly. So they just take 3d8. 3d8. 11.
11. All right.
Could be worse.
Yeah, you see this thing pushed into the light. It starts burning in the light. It doesn't like react and freak out, you know, like a person would if it was like being burned alive. It just doesn't. I don't think it really reacts to any of these things. Anytime you're hitting it, you can tell that you're dealing damage to it because it's doing that kind of bizarre firework burning, crackling. But it isn't, you know, like freaking out, stop, drop, roll. But it is for sure being, you know, burned alive by these things. And then it is Jilden's turn.
Okay. Okay. Yes, I just simply called down more lightning upon it. Another dex save. Slam this thing. It's loud. It's terrifyingly loud, in fact.
A 10.
That is a failed 12 lightning damage.
Okay, another
Why are we all rolling such poor damage when we actually
burst
hit?
of,
It's so upsetting.
burst of lightning that strikes this thing. It's being burned from all different sides. Okay, yeah. And do anything else in your turn?
Keep going! Pummel it!
Yeah.
A spider in between Sirius's horns descends and bites at it for a 19 to hit. I forgot. It's in the turn order too, this summoned spider.
Is it?
Oh my god, I have a spider friend who's
it
like
is.
doing damage?
Is that a familiar?
Hey, when you say it, do you mean it's supposed to be in the turn order?
It's supposed to be. I rolled for it, but I forgot to say anything.
Okay. Well, I'll figure out how to do that later on. In fact, I'm gonna forget, so I'm gonna write it down. Spider. I'm gonna write spider on my hand, and then later on I'm gonna be like, what the hell does that
What does
mean?
that mean?
It's gonna get attached
just
to
gonna
it
get
in 2 months'
scared.
time.
I'm gonna jump when I see a spider on my hand. Okay, so what the fuck does this spider do? You have a fucking spider that's doing shit on a turn order now?
Yeah, it's a summoned spider. It's been able to do this the entire time. It's never have done it, but
Okay.
it made a bite attack. So with a 19 it hits, I guess, for 1 point of piercing damage.
Alright. Is it magical damage?
It also has to, no. It also has to make a con save. Otherwise, with a DC of 9. Otherwise, it takes 1d4 poison damage.
17.
Okay, so it fails. I mean,
Okay.
so it succeeds. So the bite does nothing.
Yeah, you deal no damage to it.
The spider just kind of
Is the spider
Returns back
dealing
to the
magic damage with that one? Is it a magic spider?
with-
What is it?
I don't know. You gave me this spider, but like I summoned it. I don't know if it's magic or not.
Look up sort of summoned familiars and whether they count as magic damage, because it could be a deep Reddit. But you can look to see if that 1 point of damage. It won't kill it, so we'll do Thrax's turn while you Google.
Okay.
Okay. So Thrak is sort of leaning on his staff and up against the tree roots, and he looks up and he points his finger far to the left of the Death Wisp, and he's going to cast Fireball.
Far to the left of the Death Wisp. What are you aiming at, Seer?
Yeah, I'm going to kill Sia if possible. No, it's an 8 by 8 spell, so I've just got to barely hit it on the corner of it.
Oh, you're doing a fireball.
Yes.
Sorry. I heard fireball because my brain is rotting in my head. And I need to
fine.
give you a dex save.
What's the save?
Gotta be a dex save.
20, must make a dexterity saving throw.
17.
Fuck you.
Yeah, this thing has a +8 to dex, +6 to con, and +6 to whiz saves.
Nice.
Well, I'm glad I completely disabled the 2 stats that don't matter. At the
Well, I
cost
mean, it's
of
up to
4
you
levels of exhaustion.
to use the thing that causes it to use an int save or a charisma
Yeah,
save.
well, is it a humanoid? I could charm person.
No, it's undead.
Okay. Only spell you've given me is charm person. I expect you to make me all powerful, and you failed.
Sorry.
So I've got to roll. Still takes half damage, so 8d6. Okay. So 16 damage.
Okay.
Would
Yeah.
have been a whole lot of damage.
Fuck off! Great explosion goes off. I think.
Does it blow up any of these squares?
I think it probably does.
It would hit all of those.
Yeah. I
All
mean.
5 of those.
I rolled for the lightning bolt, but I think this is just ridiculous to suggest that it doesn't explode them. So I think they all explode. Yeah, you see all of them set off like a chain reaction under the fire. And, you know, like a necrotic burst of energy from each one. However, it doesn't affect anyone because obviously they're like not actually there, you know.
Right.
But those ones have all been set off. There's no one stood there, I mean, sorry. My brain is completely unable to multitask, and I'm having to. So I don't know how I'm speaking. It's amazing I'm not just speaking in complete gibberish. Okay. It's still alive.
Okay.
You'll be pleased to know. Is that the end of your turn?
Yeah. I don't think I'd be capable of doing anything else.
All right. Cirrus, it is your
Yes.
turn.
Oh. It would be really awesome if this hit it. I'm going to hit it with a sacred flame. Has to do a dexterity save. Ah,
Terrible
it
roll.
misses.
What?
So it takes 11 radiant
Oh.
damage.
Yeah, how does this look? Because you kill it. Ooh.
So I'm surrounded by these sprites that are kind of like circling me, and they're just like little sort of balls of this white ice-like light. And then I raise my hand in the air and I bring it down and there's that same light comes in like a huge column, pierces through it, down through it, and obliterates it.
Yeah, that's exactly what happens. The wisp, one final sort of roll of energy rushes over it. You see that crackling, and it kind of just crackles until it is gone. The other one has flickered relentlessly away, just kind of disappearing like an Enderman into the distance. And you have won the day. You've successfully defeated these death wisps.
I take several steps back and slump by a tree for a second.
Yeah, there's still a bunch of corpses around you glowing.
We should get
Away
out
from
of
any
here.
corpses.
Come on, get up.
Just 5 more minutes.
Just catch my breath a second.
Projectile vomit.
God.
If it's towards me, I dodge it.
It didn't even touch you. What are you doing?
How long has it been? How long has it been since we used the bowl? I think we only long rested like recently, last session, I think.
Yeah, I think you only traveled for like an hour, right? Because you used the bowl while you were sort of interacting with the whispering trees.
Yeah.
And then you moved in a particular direction. I have an actual physical map that I will not show you. But I have an actual physical map for this. You moved north to the chasm, and then you encountered the... you got to the other side of the chasm, which is where you encountered these creatures, these death wisps. So you're about an hour north of the whispering trees, sort of slightly northeast.
Gosh,
So it's only been an hour, yeah, since your last long rest.
I push off the ground with my staff, looking at Cirrus, weary. Say, fine. And then I trudge over to the corpse that exploded to see if it's been truly disarmed.
Yes, you can make me an investigation check if you would like further information about it, but
Very well.
it doesn't explode when you approach it.
I rolled a 13.
Yeah, I mean, these guys are just the corpses that have been sort of arcanely imbued with some necrotic energy. This one has exploded, so it's not really a corpse anymore. It's just a kind of an area of the ground that's been disturbed by the arcane explosion. But there are sort of remnants of what was a corpse there before. A very desiccated, completely... there's nothing left of the corpse, really, aside from some bones and skin and hair. And then some of the clothing, and distinctly, each of these corpses has a red cloak with some sort of insignia that seems to represent Arvindor. A couple of elements. There's some things around the area, some longbows, things like that, that have fallen. A couple of swords.
Would Sia know what Arvindor is or where it is?
Yeah, I don't see why you wouldn't know where it was. I don't know if you know that these cloaks belong to people of Arvindor. But I don't see why you wouldn't.
Find it weird that they're up here.
I guess roll me a history check. Let's see what you know of these guys. I know you sort of went there and spent some time with them, but I guess it falls to...
Natural 23.
Yeah,
Nice.
I mean, you know everything about... Well, I guess you know everything about this question. Doesn't necessarily mean you know everything about Arvindor. It's a little weird. They tend to stick to their own forest. There's no real reason for them to be all the way this far north. But Arvindor Forest and the Nolands Forest it does kind of intersect at one point. Again, the forest of Arvindor and the meadows of Arvindor are just like unbelievably beautiful. The splendor of Arvindor is famous and is probably common knowledge, the type of thing that you might have heard regardless of where you're from in the world. Unless you have some sort of the corpses. You can make me a medicine check or an investigation check.
Yeah, medicine it is. Ooh, 6.
A 6.
Not much of a healer.
Yeah, I think you get the sense that they're somewhere between 6 months to a year. Something like that. Haven't really been very well preserved here. This forest will go through the full rotation of seasons as well. It's not like particularly cold all year round and things like that. But it's quite hard to tell. For one thing, some of these corpses are still glowing, right? But sort of they have probably been affected by some sort of arcane element here. I mean, everything that has been killed was killed presumably in a not too dissimilar way to the way that this death wisp was trying to pull the life from you. So that would affect sort of how desiccated these corpses would be. And I think that your medicine check here, being a 6, isn't necessarily a fail of not knowing anything about how long something has been dead, but more just it's quite hard to tell because of the way that they were killed here. And then sort of used in this other way. They also seem to have been imbued with this arcane energy, with the intention of them exploding when you guys get near them. And by the way, you saw that actively happen while you were in this fight. It wasn't like they were glowing before. They began glowing during this encounter with the death wisps.
And they're still glowing, despite the death wisps being gone.
The ones that are still glowing right now, yeah.
I throw a rock at one of the glowing ones far away from us.
Yeah, you know what? I think it just explodes.
Alright. I then, seeing that I'm successful, grab a handful of rocks and repeat this endeavor on as many of these creatures as I can see on the ground.
Yeah, you can do this for all of them if you'd like out of combat here. You do it one by one. Each of these corpses explodes. You know, again, it kind of just sends some debris, but is mostly an arcane necrotic wave of kind of blue-green energy.
It's like skipping pebbles.
These things, yeah. And one by one, you disarm each of these in terms of the arcane energy, but also you explode the corpse that it was inside of as well. You disarm all of them.
I also just keep some more on me just in case, some more stones on me in case there are any elves or bodies on our trek. And I just wearily look to my party and shrug. What next?
I suppose we carry on.
2?
I look vaguely to the north, in the direction we were heading in.
Do I notice Drax's wrist bleeding?
I don't know. Do you?
Yeah, entirely on you two here.
I don't think I'd be hiding it.
Okay, just noted. I take stock, mental stock, in how he looks, and just jangle the bracelet in my pocket. Oh, then back to the trees, I suppose, now. Was that what we decided? You're awful quiet there, Cirrus.
We decided to continue north to follow the elven spirits, assuming they were trekking somewhere that we needed to be.
Well, they trekked to us instead, which... Well, now, what say you? We follow the one that ran away to see where they came from, what they were doing before we showed up, or we go to the trees, the whispering trees, the one that sapling on, or what did you call it? Sprout on Jilden's back came from.
You really want to look at these whispering trees, don't you?
It's the only lead we have. If you have any better ideas, and I just throw my hands up behind my back and just smirk.
Yes, we still could go north. We're not north yet. We still have plenty of distance to cover if we want to go that direction. And if you want to resolve your curiosities, of course, we can go back. It's shorter, most likely, but, well, who knows?
Believe me, there are no wants. I'm just curious where we're going is all. If it's decided
Oh,
to
shit,
go north.
there are no wants. What do you mean there are no wants? You have some intellectual curiosity you want satisfied.
You wound me.
No, I don't, and I never have. You know it.
I sport a cocky smile. My face then drops emotionless, the eyes on my forehead, not really part of the conversation, flitting left and right. Well, north it is then, I suppose, regardless.
I don't care. If you want to go look at some whispering trees, by all means. I'm curious as well.
I look back towards the direction we just came in. We haven't really even traveled that far, have we, from where
Not
the
really.
whispering trees were?
No.
We jumped over a chasm.
You do have to get back across
have
that
to-
chasm.
I don't
Yeah.
really feel fit for a chasm myself. I look to Thrak. Do you?
Let's stop bickering and just move.
Very well. We can route back to the trees later, I suppose.
I look at
But
Thrak curiously.
He's sweaty, hunched over, leaning on his staff.
The choice
Pale,
is yours.
I would say.
Are you alright, Thrak?
I'm fine. We should continue on.
I wild shape into bear form, and I lay down on my haunches in front of Thrak.
What are you doing?
I'm quite a big bear. It's a big bear.
What are you doing?
What does it look like I'm doing? Come on, get on. Stop wasting time before I change my mind.
Yeah.
I
I
back
would
in.
reluctantly grab hold of the shell. I think you still have a shell, right?
Yeah, I have like weird spiky armor and like half fur, half armor.
It's like Bowser bear hybrid.
I tried to find a comfortable place to sit on top of this half bear, half turtle mount.
I imagine we'd probably be going a little bit slower than if everybody was at full capacity, but probably still faster than if Thrak was slowly ambling.
Okay. Yeah, eventually, though, you do come back after some time to the chasm.
Oh, are we heading north, or are we definitely heading back to the trees?
Oh, are you
I
heading
believe
north?
it's north.
I think we're going
Okay,
north.
sorry.
Yeah,
then,
I think
yeah,
we're
okay,
going north.
Sorry,
Yeah.
You're all incredibly confusing.
Yeah, I know.
And you will be
Yes,
punished.
we are.
Because we don't know
Sorry.
what we want. We want everything and nothing.
You will be punished for it.
Oh,
Okay,
no.
no, you start traveling north. I think about another hour or so. Well, actually, you're moving a little slower, right? Let's say an hour and a half or so. So you're moving a little slower just to, keep going. About an hour and a half or so passes. Who wants to roll me a D12?
I can do it. 11.
An 11.
I take a short rest on the back of the bear.
Yes, you can do that. Do whatever you do on a short rest. The rest of you
Don't snore too loudly. I need to hear.
The rest of you do not get a short rest, unfortunately. You actually make it to the northernmost part of the forest here as you start maneuvering through this forest. I mean, again, just dead trees after dead trees, dead foliage, dead ashen ground underfoot. You do, however, come to a sort of a bridge, the first bit of sort of man-made area since the door that you came out of, that Bibble opened for you. And this is kind of a bridge. You know what it really isn't is a bridge. It's more like a set of steps that lead up to a bridge that lead to another door that looks very similar to the one that Bibble took you out from. Kind of circular in fashion, looks like it has not been open in a very long time, and it is metallic and rusted. No real obvious way to open it, but you do see a circular depression in the door, in the completely similar, almost exactly the same as the one that Bibble placed his sort of circle key into, and it opened the door from the outside. The stonework here is very similar to the architecture on the stones that the Darrow used and built, the ancient sort of dwarven stone-looking architecture, but it's crumbling, incredibly ancient. And the bridge itself is stone as well. It doesn't look like it's falling apart or anything like that, but it is kind of fallen to ruin. Essentially, you just come to another one of these doorways that lead into the mountain, very similar looking to the one that you came out of, except this side, you kind of have to climb up this set of stairs to get access to it.
Oh, wait, this doesn't look right.
No, it doesn't.
Why do you think that?
Let's
We don't want to be going back into the mountain. That Bibble said. You can't access it. He certainly can't access it. There's no way it would be. Their architecture, surely.
It's
Unless
certainly
it is
not
a
the House
trick.
of Knowledge. Yeah.
An illusion, a deception, perhaps.
An illusion. I smack the door with my staff.
Yeah, exactly what you would expect. It's exactly what would happen if you hit a fallout door with a staff.
Gung, 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 gung.
Yeah.
Oh, that's some illusion. I think perhaps maybe we've just found ourselves another entrance to this rock. I do wonder if we could summon Bibble, but perhaps maybe this isn't the way to go.
Should we
Alrighty.
see what's inside?
Well, who remembers the magic knock to summon Bibble then?
Don't we just knock?
He gave a specific pattern, if I recall correctly.
I lift a big paw and shrug a big shaggy shoulder.
Can I
Oh.
reach it? Are we close enough, Leah?
If you indicated it, I'd get you close enough, yeah.
Yeah, it's isn't it?
You
Yes.
do dun 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 dun.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, you tap on the door. How long do you wait?
I think we do a short rest outside the door. Long enough to rest for 30 minutes,
30 minutes.
unless anyone wants to stay longer.
I'm game with waiting. I mean, he has to travel all the way from wherever he is. Once hearing it past rats and pus and other such things before reaching us, so half an hour should be, well, accommodating, no?
I don't know why
Is
we're...
there any clear indication that this is a different door?
You can give me an investigation check.
I'm gonna sigh every time I have to do a check with 4 levels of exhaustion, just so everyone's aware.
Remember that you have, I cast... Oh, no, it's way later. It's way too late for that. It's like 30 minutes. It was only...
Disadvantage still gets a 25 on his
Nice.
investigation
Oh.
check.
This is for sure another doorway into
Okay.
the Wendigo Peaks. It's presumably just the northmost exit that they have into this
Okay.
forest. Bibble did mention, I think, a couple of times there were several routes out. There's one that takes you out to the Riverlands, one that brings you out into the Nolands, one that's northern, one that will take you out on the ocean side. Let me roll to see if he uses his Sandevistan here to get to you.
Oh no.
No.
Dies.
A half an hour passes. If you want to do a short rest, it's actually an hour. So if you want to make it an hour. But he's still not here yet. After an hour
Leah already
passes.
rolled her hit dice, so I guess we'll wait for an hour.
Yeah.
So she can get that. hit
I'm
point
fast
back.
forwarding you through another half an hour just so that you can justify having a short rest. You do get all of your abilities back that come back on a short rest. But yeah, he's still not here yet. It's going to take him longer than an hour, but it's up to you if you want to continue to wait.
I tried to open the door.
How would you like to try and do that?
Is that there's no handle or anything?
No, the only way to open this door, you can tell, is a mechanical ring that is an indent in the doorway. He has a key that was just a perfect circle that he placed into the thing, and it opened it from the other side. You guys saw him do that. This one has the same lock, but yeah, that's really the only
Magical
way to
hand comes out of my staff, and I cast knock on the door.
Yeah, this would give me the deets on this one again.
It opens any magical or mundane lock.
Yeah,
But I can,
don't think this is a mundane
text.
lock. That's what I want to know.
if it's
A door, a box
contains
of chests.
mundane or magical means that prevents access, it opens.
That's better.
Yeah, this isn't a mundane lock. I think a mundane lock is your basic kind of put a key in the door or a padlock or something like that. This is like ancient Darrow dwarven tech mechanical lock situation.
Okay.
It's almost literally the Fallout vault doors, but just more stone than metal, even though they do have sheets of metal involved. And it's pretty complex. It's like a big old blast door of complex tech. So unfortunately, I don't think that knock would be powerful enough. There is a loud
Well, it
knock,
is a very
audible as
loud
far away
knock.
as 300 feet, that emanates from the target object. I think that's good enough to have you roll me another d12. Someone.
I suppose I'll do it again.
Okay.
I just always assume you will, so I don't
We'll have
bother.
mine do it.
2.
Cool.
Oh my god.
Who dares disturb my slumber?
Yeah, say that with a really deep, echoey go XLR.
Who deserves it? Hello? 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 Oh, people. Yeah, 1 second. Underwear. Who dares disturb my slumber? Good one. Yes, nice. All right.
All right, now give me that as if you were really menacing and evil.
Great.
Who dares disturb my slumber?
Bring you back over to the combat map.
Oh.
Let's bring a turn order on.
I think I could fix him.
Now we're gonna assume that you're at the sort of the doorway here. I'm gonna say that the area of the map that is right at the edge here, because really that sort of appropriate, but it is a mountainside. I don't really have a doorway because everything is procedurally generated in this dungeon as you maneuver through this forest. Let me see what this is, this thing you have aggroed. I'm gonna put this little like stone doorway thing here as if it kind of represents the vault door that you're in front of. And then I'm gonna find monsters. What is this thing?
Please
I'm
tell.
not kidding
What is
you.
this
But that's
thing?
an ancient dragon, bro.
It's very yeah, it's very
Please don't
very
be hot.
Please,
Please
how
don't be
many,
hot.
just
Please
out
don't
of
be hot.
curiosity, at what exhaustion level do I die?
6.
5 or 6?
Oh, okay, good. Just curious.
5 reduces your speed to 0 and 6 is death.
Okay.
Okay. A luminous green mist swirls into the form of an ancient warrior. Dented armor and a ragged cloak enshroud the warrior's skeletal body. And its grinning skull leers out from an open helm. Now, this is a much smaller creature. This is a much older creature than the ones that you encountered. These are not elves of Arvindor. These actually look a lot more like Bibble. But if you imagine Bibble, if he had eaten and wasn't inbred to within an inch of his life, this is probably some sort of ancient relation of Bibble's. As you, yeah, I think you guys just have to outright roll me some initiatives as you fight 2 spectral guardians now.
Oh god.
Yeah, I was trying to see if there was a way for you to role play out of this. I was going to see if they were able to just converse with you, but no, you're fighting another undead, which means they just want you to join them.
Why
I'm
are we
gonna roll-
resisting?
I'm going to roll 1 initiative for each of these guys this time. Green token, orange token.
So my spider has a separate initiative from myself.
Oh yeah,
according to the
let's
spell.
give you a spider situation. Yeah. Is there just a little normal spider? Spider. 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 1 HP.
It'll just kind of live in Cirrus's horns until she's caught up with it. So
Yeah, I just need to put a token on the map so that it has an actual turn, and it has what initiative?
its own initiative, like separate from me.
Yeah, what is that?
Oh, I hadn't rolled it. Yeah, sorry. Slash roll 1d20.
I can make the spider a sheet that you can control, actually. If it has the same stats as just a normal spider.
Mm-hmm. It is literally just a spider.
Okay. Then you should see it in your character sheet thing.
Ooh.
Spider. And have access to it.
Yes.
Okay, spider is going to go on a 6. The spectral guardians will be going first. These guardians just walk through the vault door, I think. I think that's what they do. You see them walking forward in splendid looking dwarven armor with splendid looking dwarven swords. Yes. But they have that same kind of mindless look to their blue eyes. They're sort of vaguely incorporeal as they step forward and move outwards, just heading straight for you.
I feel like we should move ourselves. I think Threk and I were right next to the door as Threk was banging on it, so.
Move yourselves to where you think is appropriate, yeah.
Unless you think we've moved. Threk.
Do we have time?
I don't know how long it was since we knocked from these guys arriving. Was it instant or was there time?
Instant.
Okay.
I'm
We
on
are
your
right next to the door.
back.
Yeah, then we are right next to the door.
Wait, we've actually been resting for an hour, so I guess I'm not.
You're not.
I guess you're not in bear form anymore, right?
I am. Like my bear form lasts quite a long time.
Okay,
I believe it might be 8 hours. I need to double check.
excellent. Really excited about this. Thank you for that.
No problem.
What you will enjoy
Bear Jill.
is that there is an additional combat element to this, the environmental effect. Who wants to roll me the d6?
Ooh.
Myre.
If I
Under
must.
blame.
Only
Myre.
4.
As they step
That's my
through,
name.
a thick, ghostly fog blankets the forest floor, obscuring vision and chilling the air. Visibility is reduced to 15 feet.
Oh, good.
At the end of
Fantastic.
everyone's turns, you must make me dexterity saving throws.
Oh, good.
Cool.
So, I think
Oh
that
my
this counts
my.
for these guys as well. So, let's go. These creatures come wandering out of the doorway here, and they begin their
And
assault.
they bonk. Bonk.
Who is closest to them? Jildan and Thrak. Let's attack you guys first. Jildan, you're in bear form?
Yes. I am quite large. Rawr.
Serious? I don't know if you want to move
I'm moving.
one
yeah.
spot away. That's really where you
I like
are.
to lay
You're
under her
utilizing me
feet,
for
actually.
warmth.
Yeah.
Okay, the first 2 attacks are going to be made towards Jildan here. Spectral Rend.
Ah,
2
fun.
swipes of a spectral sword towards you on a 17 and a 26.
Yeah, they'll both hit.
Both hit. 1, 2. Make me 2 wisdom saving throws, please.
I always forget, you use your own stats, don't you? Not the best stats.
For
Or-
for the first 3 stats, so the physical stats, you use the bear, and for the
Right.
the last 3,
Mental.
the mental stats, you use yours.
2 saves. Oh, both 15.
2 15s. Okay, yeah, you make it on both of those saves, but you do take the 15 and the 11 necrotic damage as this thing swipes at you with a sword. And again, a bit like with the other thing, the sword passes through you, but it just burns you internally as it's dealing sort of necrotic damage just by being touched by these spirits. It feels like your life force is being drawn away as they swipe at you kind of mindlessly. And here come
Thrak
two
would
towards
feel,
Thrak.
An almighty shiver run through me. Probably almost thrown you off. In fact, it's so intense and so.
Am I on top of you still?
I don't know. Are you? Make your mind up.
Did I rest
It's your
for an
choice.
hour? I don't think so. I don't think I would stay on top of you for an hour while we were sitting at
We'll
the...
say you
I mean,
jumped
there is-
off to cast the knock spell.
Sure, yeah.
Yeah. Alright. Well, either way, here come 2 strikes. 21 and a 25.
Cool. How do you kill me?
Let's find out. 14 necrotic damage. 14 necrotic damage.
Yeah, I'm unconscious. Oh, actually, no, I'm not. I have Relentless Endurance as an orc, so I have 1 hit point.
Nice. Give me 2 wisdom saving throws, please. And describe to me
An 8
what
and a
happens
7.
here. You are frightened and your speed is reduced to 0 until the end of your next turn. The frightened condition means a frightened creature has disadvantage on ability checks and attack rolls while the source of its fear is within sight, which is for you the green spectral guardian, and the creature can't willingly move closer to the source of its fear.
Okay.
Yeah, what happens here? Because
I'm
this is your
incapacitated.
this thing swipes. It's 2 of them come out and just immediately draw swords and swing them through Jildan and Thrak. Thrak, I guess, falls to 1 knee for a moment and then.
Yeah, I'm on my arse, like holding blood gushing out of my chest and abdomen.
These aren't actual physical swords. These swords are ghost swords that pass through you.
Okay.
And as they pass through you, they burn you with necrotic energy, just draining your life force. So you probably wouldn't be bleeding.
So then I just sit on the ground, dumbstruck, I guess. I look awful.
Okay. Cirrus.
Okay. I need to ask you some questions about the necrotic energy stealing stuff. If I heal, is it like a situation where is it Final Fantasy X where I heal and then that actually takes they take damage for that? It's like reverse healing. This is an insane question.
Roll me.
Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, roll me a D20 to see if this is knowledge that you know.
A 1.
You don't know.
Cool.
You have no idea.
I don't know. I know
Oh
about as much
my
as I know in real life. Great.
Correct.
Awesome. Okay. In that case, I will be casting Aura of Life. This means that life-preserving energy radiates from me in an area with a 30-foot radius until the spell ends. The aura moves with me. Each non-hostile creature has resistance to necrotic damage. Its hit point maximum can't be reduced. In addition, a not hostile living creature gains 1 hit point when it starts its turn in the aura with 0 hit points.
Okay. I'm going to give you a 30-foot radius so that we know what that looks like.
Amazing. Okay.
Okay, protect the Cirrus at all costs.
Life-preserving energy
Okay.
radiates from you until the spell ends. The aura moves with you centered on you. Each non-hostile creature in the aura has resistance to necrotic damage, and its hit point maximum can't be reduced. In addition, a non-hostile living creature regains 1 hit point when it starts to turn the aura with 0 points. Okay, great. I remember what this does now. Okay.
Yeah, and then I am going to cast Healing Word on Thrak at level 3. So you get 11 points. You see how fast I did that math? It's the fastest math I've ever done. 11. I think that is it for me.
Okay.
Yep.
Sia's turn.
Okay, seeing the creatures run out the wall, I'm just joking. I run around and kind of corner one off so they don't have a route towards Cirrus, and I begin to swing at it to try and take it out.
Okay.
For a 13 to hit with my quarterstaff,
Miss.
an 11,
Miss.
flurry of blows, 16 to hit,
Hits.
8 points of bludgeoning damage, and it must succeed a dexterity saving throw.
Okay. 16.
It succeeds. Flurry of blows, take 2, punch again, 13.
Miss.
Damn, I'm not striking well. It's my turn.
Okay. Jilden.
Can you hold a bonus action?
No.
Okay.
That was the big brain play of today, and it's just being
No, I mean, it
squandered.
was just a thought. Okay, then
Would've been the most epic shit imaginable.
It's still in my back sleeve, or my back pocket, or my... Anyway. I would just multi-attack as a bear on the one... I don't have any options. I can't really get Thrak out of here, I don't think. I could stand over him, but I don't know if I can get away with that. I am a very large bear. Could I stand over him and, like, crouch over him as an action?
There is a move.
Is that like a protect move I can do?
There's a thing like that. What is it called? You are... I guess it's not. I thought there was.
Defend, maybe? I think it's a homebrew. There's a homebrew defend house rule.
Yeah. Yeah, there isn't really a defend move, is there?
No. You can pretend.
I'll let you try and be creative with it if you want to use your action to just kind of shield him with your big bear body.
Yeah, I want to forfeit my action, yeah, and I will stand over Thrak and just sort of crouch down, leaning over to try and protect him from the creatures.
Yeah, I think that's fair. Okay, yeah, you're sort of protectively covering Thrak. The spider can do something.
I suppose it tries to bite at the orange one.
Okay. Give me
So
that
slash
roll.
roll. Oh yeah, I have a
You
sheet
can just
for him
click it
don't I?
now, yeah.
Yeah. All right. 22 to hit.
22 hits.
How do I?
Is it
roll
magical?
damage?
Did you figure out?
It's just a spider. No, it's not magical.
You click the word attack in the dice rolling column on the right.
Ooh. So 1 piercing and 2 poison if it succeeds. If it fails, a DC 9 con save.
It does no damage.
Okay. The spider kind of like then retreats back to Sirius's like horns.
Yeah, they can't do any
Oh,
damage
pal.
to these guys. Alright, here we go. Spectral Guardians. Are gonna try and attack everyone again. I guess we'll have them attack Sia here. With a 26 to hit.
I suppose.
A 16 damage.
8
Sia.
points of necrotic damage.
Another one. 23.
To me? Okay.
For another 15. Halved. Another attack coming in on Jilden. In fact, these both will go to Jilden. 15 and 14.
Both hit.
A 12 and 16 necrotic damage. But it's halved because of Sirius's.
Yep. I'm not in bear form anymore.
Okay. The bear form drops, which reduces your size significantly for the purposes of defending Thrak, I think.
Yeah.
But
It did the job for one round.
He's been defended for 1 round, yeah, and it's now Thrak's turn.
Am I no longer feared? No longer afraid?
No, until the end of your next turn, I think is what it said. Hang on. Your speed, you are frightened and speed reduced to 0. Both effects last until the end of your next turn. So you're still feared, but you can do things. But I think all it does is make you do everything.
My next turn is already completed.
Why?
Because my turn was right after theirs, and I skipped that turn.
What do you mean?
They feared me on their turn, and then it was my turn. And my turn ended.
Right.
And this is the next round.
This is the next round, yes. So the end of your next turn, which was last turn. So yeah, you're no longer feared. Correct.
Okay. Okay. I will cast black tentacles underneath their feet. It's a 20-foot square, which I think means...
I made this last time you used it.
Yeah, we asked whack.
This,
so,
wasn't it?
Yeah, so I'll do that. Right,
Okay.
that. I don't want us to be in it. Oh, actually, can I choose who's... 20-foot square. You can see for the duration, these tentacles turn the ground in the area difficult terrain. No, so yeah, it's right there.
There.
So here's the... when a creature enters the affected area for the first time on a turn, or starts its turn there, the creature must succeed on a dexterity saving throw or take 3d6 bludgeoning damage and be restrained by the tentacles until the spell ends.
Okay.
So they both have to make that save now. Dexterity.
Do they? I think they have to do it on their turn, but because they're not entering.
No, it's on
entering.
a turn. It says...
When a creature enters the affected area for the first time, which they haven't done. They haven't entered the area.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you're right. No, yep, you're right.
And then, but they'll probably still have to do it because they're not moving anywhere, but they'll do it on their turn, so we'll see if anything happens first.
When a creature enters the affected area for the first time on a turn. Or starts its turn there.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure.
It's whack?
I think
know.
these tentacles are sprouting up, right? Now, if this was happening to you, your party would now have a few turns to try and get you out of the area during this 6 seconds. Or the remaining seconds of the turn. If that makes sense.
Right. Okay.
If they don't, then they're going to get you. I think that's why it's worded this way. I think when it says... I might be wrong, and I'm sure someone will let me know somewhere. But I'm pretty sure that when a creature enters the area for the first time on a turn is when you walk into its area. It walked into their area, right?
That's right. So the play would be to have it slightly away from them so that somebody who has pushed
someone can push it into
exactly.
I guess.
Yeah. Either way, I mean, these creatures need to figure out a way to... They have only on your turns to figure out ways to stop this from affecting them. Ultimately, they're going to get caught in it anyway, just for your brain here. But I think,
I know. They're going to have to roll no matter what.
Yeah.
But not right now. So, and then... I can't really do anything else. If I move, they will kill me. So, that's my turn.
Okay. Cirrus?
I'm gonna table talk a little bit here.
Wax says it
I
starts
can cast.
immediately.
I haven't read the spell itself.
Reddit. Someone get on some Reddit. It's time to find out. I feel like we get this every week. Yeah,
truth.
Reddit it.
No. I mean, like, this is like Spiritual Guardians, the way it's written. Like, it would happen on its turn, or like if somebody pushed it inside.
Yeah. I think.
Yeah,
that's
because I was gonna cast.
I don't know.
I was gonna cast Turn Undead again, because I can do it twice now between long rests. So is this? I'm assuming that we want that, but if these tentacles are holding these guys in place, like, does it hold them in place? Can they run
Yes.
if
If they
get...
fail, they're immobilized. I think.
They're immobilized. Okay.
They are restrained, which I think is worse.
Okay.
And,
Yeah.
they can't move and they have to use their action to try to escape. Essentially, they're pretty fucked.
Oh yeah, the spell description continues though. Because they have to make that dex save, I believe that it is instant damage, yeah.
My only concern is casting, like, if if they're currently sort of restrained as of right now, it would turning them undead so that they can run away would be pointless because A, they can't run away, and then if they take any damage, it kills the turn undead immediately. So
Oh yeah.
but if this doesn't come into effect until their turn, then I can cast it now before they get grappled. Sorry, Thrak, to waste your spell slot. But,
well, you can cast it now if you want. If this is tabletop, like, you can cast it now.
Yeah.
They're still going to have to make a dexterity saving throw on their turn.
Yeah, they could still fail it. Oh, sorry, succeed the throw.
It doesn't
and then
matter if
you're
they're
still
scared or
useful.
not. They can't move. They're not going to be able to run away.
Yeah, I'm just
and
saying
be
I
afraid.
can't use it. Yeah, it just means that I can't cast Turn Undead again. So if they're
Yeah.
restrained this turn, and then they take damage from being restrained by the
right, then
black
it won't work.
tentacles, then it won't work, or it'll,
That's
kill the Turn
correct.
Undead and we waste the use of
Yeah.
it.
True.
So maybe
That
we
is
just,
true.
I'll keep it until, like, we'll fight these guys, and then I'll just hold on to it, and then if things start to turn nasty and I'm able to, then I'll cast it. Just,
Yeah.
I think that's probably the best way to do that.
Yeah.
Okay, in that case, I am going to... Sorry, I'm just double checking. What I can do here to keep you guys, like, alive and okay. Okay, I'm gonna cast Emboldening Bond again on you guys. So that, on all three of you. So it means that while you are near each other, you get to roll an extra d4 and add the number to your attack rolls, ability checks, or saving throws. And then I'm going to cast... Healing Word on Thrak at level
I got it.
3.
I got Crawford's rolling.
And the
So
bird?
there you go.
Oh, okay. It's 13 healing.
Yep. 13.
That puts me
What would JC
fine
do?
next.
Does Moonbeam deal damage when you cast it? Which is the exact same wording as Blade Barrier,
No.
Cloud Kill, Cloud of Daggers, Evad, Black Tentacles, which is what this is, right? Forbidden's Moonbeam, Sleet Storm.
No, I think we did the same thing. Like when
Yeah.
it enters for the first time on its own turn,
Yeah.
or starts its turn there.
Some
It
spells
does the damage.
create an area of effect that does something when a creature enters for the first time on a turn or when a creature starts its turn in that area. On the turn when you cast such a spell, you're primarily setting up hurt for your foes on later turns. Moonbeam, for example, creates a beam of light that can damage a creature who enters the beam or starts the turn. Reading the description of any of those spells, you might wonder whether a creature is considered to be entering the spell's area of effect. If the area is created on the creature's space, and if the area of effect can be moved, does moving it into a creature's space count as the creature entering the area? A design intent for such spells is this: a creature enters the area of effect when the creature passes into it. Creating the area of effect on the creature or moving it onto the creature doesn't count. If the creature is still in the area on the start of its turn, it is subjected to the area's effect. There you go.
There we go.
From Crawford's lips.
Alright, makes sense.
Yeah.
So remember that, because we will need it again next week.
Every week.
It's
Yeah,
in
I
many
think we- I
in
think
most
we've got it.
practical applications, it doesn't really matter as long as you're not doing double damage on your turn and when you cast it, because that would be
Yeah.
obviously wrong. But like for most practical applications, it doesn't really matter. Like as long as it's only once you're actually doing that damage. But it's probably important in like a really niche scenario where they move.
The way
somehow.
that I approach
Before
all of
their
these
spell.
things every time, and all I've done for years as a DM is, and it sounds stupid to say every time I say it, but it is just read the words.
Mhm.
What do the words say? The words don't suggest that you're casting it onto the creature. It literally says when the creature enters for the first time or starts its turn there. And it didn't enter the area, right? The thing was cast around it. That's how my brain approaches almost all of this D&D wording, the way they write some of these spells and things, and it's just always been my rule of thumb. And otherwise, it requires us to have to stop everything and go on a deep dive on Reddit. The answers are out there, it just takes forever to find. Probably should chat GPT it from now on.
Yeah.
Okay, so you are casting a healing word and then... no, you're doing Emboldening Bond and then you did a healing word.
Yes, emboldening bond and a healing word.
I'll let you control Z that if you want, now that we have this rolling, if you want to try to turn undead.
Do they run away immediately on turn undead?
Well, they aren't currently grappled, right? So, does turn undead mean
Well-
they would have to go immediately or on their turn?
It would be on their turn.
Okay, well
So if they,
Same
yeah,
setup,
then,
it
save
would,
up there, so fuck it.
yeah.
All right, that's your turn then.
Yeah, that's my turn. I sort of shout to Jilden. Jilden, can you heal Seer?
Okay, see his turn.
Okay, my turn. I am going to... Oof, what should I do? Attack them? I'm not sure if I should. I'm going to take a deep breath, and as I do, I am going to use Wholeness of Body. You see that as I take this breath, the darkened skin where the ghosts like pass through, dealing that necrotic damage, starts to brighten up again as I heal myself for
Sick.
3 times my monk level. So 3 times... What is my level? 3 times 7. Yeah, okay, cool.
Oh.
So I'm going to heal myself.
Never
for 21.
mind. Amazing.
Up until like my necrotic fullness, which is 24 hit points. Okay. That is my turn. That's an action.
That's it? Okay.
Yeah.
Jill, then your turn.
Who? Are you looking a lot better or just a little bit better?
So me,
Yeah. Do
I
you look
can't heal myself
ghastly?
physically past this because of the other stuff that happened before.
I don't know
can't
if
be
I would
healed.
know that though, so. No, I go along with my original plan. I see you like, you know, sort of stand up a little bit straighter, and I'm like, okay. So rather than reverting straight back into turtle form, I just morph into a dire wolf, using my bonus action to wild shape. And I will use pack tactics to give myself an advantage on my attack roll. I'm going to attack green with a bite.
Okay.
Is it 11 and a 15? So 15?
15 will hit.
Yes. Okay, cool. This does 10 piercing damage and must do a strength saving throw.
Are your attacks magical?
Yes.
Yeah, you can't make it prone. You don't actually bite it, right, and drag it because it's a ghost. So you rend through the spirit's form and deal the 10 piercing damage, but this thing is immune to being made prone. So you're not able to. The point of the prone is that you grab it and drag it to the ground. Unfortunately, you can't do that on this because it's a ghost. So
Good to
your
know.
bite does do damage to it, but as you try and kind of your jaws just snap closed around nothing and don't really actually drag
That
this
was my
thing.
plan, to let Thrak get away and knock him prone so he doesn't get the
Unfortunately,
advantage
it
attack.
has the condition immunity prone.
Wow.
Ghosts.
That's so
baby.
unfortunate.
Welcome to the ghosts. portion of the
Well,
show.
it still takes 10 magical piercing damage, so that is at least something.
It does do that. It does take 10 piercing damage. You're correct.
And 5, 25, 30.
Wait, I rolled a d12, right? Or was it a d6? And 2 of these guys came out. This could have been a lot worse.
No. On Brad's reaction, I'm pretty sure 2 is just bad and 1 would have been worse. I think it's the other way around.
I didn't roll a d2.
Let me look at the encounter table again.
Yeah, I think it was the table, and the higher number's the better one, right?
It's not as straightforward as that. No, the
Really?
encounter table. It doesn't just have combat encounters on it, so it has like varying different things.
Okay. We were just unlucky.
Yeah, none of the encounters are good though. They're not really. There really isn't like easy ones and harder ones necessarily. They're kind of all this level of bullshit. Because this place is horrible.
Yeah, I love it.
You're in a really, really horrible place, and it's supposed to do exactly this: completely fuck you up and leave you struggling to survive as you crawl around. Because what you needed to do was come out and fucking get straight into the House of Knowledge. But the longer you stay out here, the worse it is.
Alright, there's no benefit to me baiting out their opportunity attacks because of where Thrak is in the turn order, so I'm gonna end my turn there.
Okay. Spider, I'm just assuming is not going to do anything anymore.
It's gonna on the web and wait for flies. That's its turn.
Just going to take it out of the turn order. Here we go. Spectral Guardians. The tentacles first.
I would like to be snapping and roaring at these things, trying to pull their attention away from Thrak. I don't know if that is something that should be considered a bonus action in its own right, but I'll leave
You're
that up to
big
you.
and making noise. You can make me
I want to be intimidating.
an intimidation check. Yeah, make me 2 intimidation. No, make me 1 intimidation check.
10.
At 10, I will see if they aggro to you with what would it be? Insight? What is insight? Charisma based?
Insight is wisdom.
Wisdom? Uh-oh.
Mm-hmm.
I tried to give you oh no, this wouldn't be a saving throw, so let's just do this. An 18 and a 14. Yeah, no, you don't really aggro
I'm
them.
not falling for it.
One of them would be, I mean, they'd be slightly aggroed to you anyway, so
Yeah.
we'll see. Okay, tentacle stuff first. What do I need to do?
Dexterity saving throws.
Okay. Left and right. So green 17, orange 9.
So orange fails. Green saves. So whoever fails takes 3d6 bludgeoning and is restrained by the
Okay.
tentacles until the spell ends.
Right, give me that damage.
Okay, 3d6. So 12.
12.
Pretty good.
Yeah, it's more of that
Bludgeoning.
kind of like crackling, burning that seems to be appearing over these spirits rather than it being, you
Okay.
know, like it's actually gripping and holding them. Yeah, it's not restrained though.
It
It's a
isn't
ghost.
restrained.
Yeah.
Okay. It has immunity to restrained as well. Excellent.
Ghosts, baby.
Well, well, I guess I could
That whole debate was for nothing.
turned on death.
Well, it's still dealing damage to them, so
Yeah,
it's not
yeah,
like
yeah.
it was a
Yeah,
wasted
it's still
spell.
going to do damage to them. Does it care about difficult terrain? Ghosts care about difficult terrain?
What type of
Oh.
difficult terrain is it?
Difficult.
Squiddy.
Like it will say something like on the floor or on
Magical.
the ground or whatever.
Yeah, it's coming out of the ground.
Um,
The ground.
For the
coming
duration,
out
the
of the
ground in the area is turned into difficult terrain. Again, you got to read. It's so stupid, but just the information is there. You just have to, like, you know. These things are hovering, so no, doesn't do anything to them. Ghosts.
Ghost, baby.
Yeah.
All the minutes that I was like, they're not going to be able to run because they're going to be restricted.
We had to just like take the hit and learn that fucking terminology anyway, because it keeps coming back, because a lot of you guys' spells do that. But yeah, it's frustrating. Okay. Okay, well then here come all the attacks. How do I want to dish these out? I'm just gonna roll a D. One's going to Seer, one's going to Thrak, one's going to Gildan. So I'll just roll those first. Let's see. 1 to Seer, 1 to the elves. 14 versus your AC.
Misses.
1 to Gildan, a 26.
Yep. That'll hit.
It's going to deal 11 necrotic damage, not the plus. Again, halved. And you need to make a whiz save. And then 1 to Thrak on a 13.
It hits, and I break my concentration, so the tentacle's gone.
Okay, another 11. Give me the whiz save from
Wisdom
you as well.
save. And 11.
2 fails. Both of you are frightened, and your speed is reduced to 0 until the end of your next turn. And then we
How much
have
damage
one
does that
more
take? Is it
attack
the-
to come out. I'm just going to go left to right. Gildan. 16 to hit.
Yes.
Another 8 necrotic damage. And what was your question, sorry, Orcish?
I took 8. I took 19 damage, and it's all necrotic.
No, it's just 11, not
Just 11,
not the 8.
and
Yeah.
it's necrotic. Okay. So
That's accounting for the natural 20 on the right that it wasn't.
right.
Yeah, so you take
That's a
11.
really low damage roll.
You guys got lucky that round.
Oh, you've just been rolling amazing. It's not that. It's pretty average. You've been rolling absolutely incredibly. Okay.
Every single episode.
Well, the damage output for these things is 2d8 plus 4. So.
Yeah,
but
but
they
you know
have
that if we roll
multi-attack.
that, they'd be doing 3 somehow.
Yeah.
3 damage.
Well, they have multi-attack. They have some other stuff that they're not doing to you right now.
Oh, okay. Benevolent.
Yeah, can't wait. Good for
And it's
one.
Thrak's turn.
You can delete the squid thing
Okay.
because I broke my concentration.
So, frightened, disadvantage on ability and attack rolls.
Yeah, I can't do anything. So I'm
Creature has
frightened.
disadvantage on ability and attack rolls, and you can't move. You can't do anything? Why not?
You can do an action, you just can't. You just have a disadvantage
I'm
on an ability
frightened.
check and an attack roll.
Yeah, a frightened creature
Yeah.
has disadvantage. You can still attack, you just don't.
Just got,
Do-
you
Is
roll
there a way to
disadvantage.
have double disadvantage?
Nope.
No, you just
Okay.
have it, but you can still attack.
Okay, so I can do an action.
You
You
have
can technically
all the
move. I
moves,
think
so-
you could technically disengage and run.
You
could
can't
disengage
move,
as an
your
action.
speed
Oh,
is
you've
0.
got 0 speed. Sorry, yeah.
Frightened doesn't impose 0 speed, but these creatures do.
Yeah.
Which one? There's no way I'd be able to tell which one's hurt, right? It's just a ghost.
Yeah, no, I don't think so.
Alright. Well,
You can
I
cast
can
Libra
do...
by doing.
The hell is that?
You can look at them. You can investigate them and try and draw information from them.
I think I'll just cast a spell, thank you. What was it?
Just trying to save everyone's life.
It's
sorry.
sassy pants.
Oh, I'm really mad at him right now, okay?
Well-
He's ruined everything.
Okay. I want everyone to remember this
3
part. Clip that part.
darts come... What?
Clip. I just want someone to clip that for later on when I want to prove that I
Edit
tried
it
to
into
save you.
music.
Uh,
I obviously was joking.
Yeah,
but,
sure,
you know,
man.
some people
no,
can't
I'm
take
taking
it.
it seriously. I mean, you've attacked Leah twice, Mirggles once, me once now, so Myre's next.
Yeah, that's true. In the pre-show, he was
Okay.
being
I'm
real.
pretty sure I've attacked Myre too. Don't
I'm
come on
sure
now.
you did somewhere in there.
Is magic missile a ranged spell attack?
It doesn't matter.
You don't have
because
to make an
he
attack.
It
doesn't-
always hits.
Oh, yes.
It always hits.
All
But
of
also, even
Orcish's
if it was-
attacks are ranged.
Even if he
Sorry.
was doing
Yeah.
a range, he has
From America
disadvantage
to
regardless.
Germany, from America to the UK.
I've got magic missiles to go with.
That's pretty good damage roll on magic missiles. That will be 13 force damage
Okay. Bonus action?
on orange. Nope. No bonus
Okay.
action.
Cirrus, it's your turn.
Yes. Allow me to hopefully do something great by channel divinity, turn undead, and hopefully they turn. I have to do a wisdom saving throw.
Here we go. What have I got to beat?
15.
25 and 15.
Cool. So,
That's awesome. That's awesome.
Cirrus like holds her holy symbol up and is like, "You will flee from me, be gone!" Bing! This like huge light comes out, and they're just still there. You
I
know?
like float into the
Does
air.
nothing. Yeah. Eyes roll up into her head.
Yeah. It ends, and they're just standing there
They're
like,
just there.
They
Yeah.
look at each other.
I don't know what that was. Cringe. Awful. Okay.
Okay. Well, I guess there's nothing else I can do, really. So, that's it,
Seer, it's your turn.
guess.
Very well. I will strike the orange creature with my staff. Oh, a natural one. Hey, that's actually no. I need one more for the nat tracker.
Okay.
All right. And I swing again for
Nat tracker.
24 to hit.
Nutcracker.
24 hits.
Nat tracker. 10 points of bludgeoning damage on the orange target.
Right.
And then once again, I shall then do my flurry of blows on the creature for 19 to hit.
That hits.
5 more points of bludgeoning damage.
5 more points.
Points, thank you. And then and then once more. For ooh, there we go. Another natural 1. So that means I have now made 4 natural 1s because I can hit 4 times in a thing. It's now the equal. So, yep. I
Alright.
guess I roll on the thing.
Give me a d20.
All right. 9.
A 9. You pull a muscle. Your speed is halved until your next rest.
Ah,
Cool.
I
God.
knew I should have
Literally hamstrung yourself.
eaten before
I think I
punching.
Didn't do yoga.
fucked up. Hi,
You, but
my name's Mirggles, and I fucked up.
Mhm.
oh.
So, the way that I fucked up was that I counted its wisdom save against my spell DC, which is not correct, right? It should be my wisdom.
No, it's your
Is it
spell
my
save
wisdom?
DC.
It's my cell save, right?
So, yeah, you're
Okay.
on your sheet.
I did not fuck up. I was right, and I doubted myself.
Okay. Yeah, on the spells
What?
page over here, the top middle is your spell save DC.
Oh. Wisdom, spell save, yeah. Well, I knew, and that's why I said 15, because I knew that. But then I was like, wait, is it supposed to be against my wisdom? And then I Googled it, and Reddit said yes. And then I was like, that's crazy. How have I not known that?
No,
and then I
no,
was
no.
like, oh no, I've really fucked up.
No, it's your
Okay, cool. So I was
proficiency
right,
your-
and
your
everything's
bonus.
fine. Good.
Well, I
Thank
mean,
you.
define fine.
Oh,
Yeah, we're about to die, but that's fine.
Yeah, not your score. Okay. Anything else here?
I suppose not, unless they want to engage in discourse.
No, they don't. They didn't canonically say the things that you think you heard when they walked out.
Okay.
They just appeared
What-
in front of you and were just like, they're not even making
Fair
noise, to be honest. Jilden, it is your turn.
Thrak looking? About
I want just one. Deciduous Pine is someone to GIF Leah thinking then and add the calculation things over it. The little, the meme.
Right before she literally drops the episode ending epic fucking anime.
The slow zoom in, the calculations, and then I kill them all.
Yeah, she's like, I have this spell. It's called Kill Spectral Guardians Immediately.
Yeah, how about
looks
you?
like he just got off like a 30-hour flight with a crying child sitting behind him.
Okay.
So visceral.
This speed reduction, is it just to the end of our turns? So after this turn now?
Correct. Yeah. The entire thing, the frighten and the speed ends at the end of your turn.
And then he tried to rent a car, but they wouldn't rent it to him for some terrible reason. And so he argued with the person at the car rental shop for a good hour.
And it's 4 a.m.
Yeah, it's 4 in the morning. And he needs a car to get to his father's funeral.
Okay.
And nobody's willing to help him.
This is the canonical, description of what level 4 exhaustion looks like. Now on.
Been there. I don't know. I have a mild idea, but it depends on so many things. I don't think it's gonna work.
Uh-oh.
It's such a waste. Yeah, okay, right. I have disadvantage anyway. So
Well, you also still have Emboldening Bond, which means you get a d4 to roll on top.
well, yeah, technically Pack Tactics plus the disadvantage cancels out, so I have a regular roll. But
Okay.
for the benefit it would actually give us, I don't think it's worth it. Now that I know that they can't be knocked prone. So I'd like to hold my action until after they have taken a turn. So after both of them have taken a turn, just before Thrak. Is that allowed? I don't know how hold action actually works specifically. As soon as they have taken their action, I'm gonna cast Wind Wall. They're specters, right?
They are.
So it would have the same effect. It would thrust them into the air.
Probably.
So this is so dependent on us not getting immediately zero speeded again, because otherwise we're still fucked. But if we don't, then we can run. So that's the plan. So I'm gonna hold my action at the wind wall. So yeah, I use my bonus action to de-wolf, and then I'm still even as I de-wolf, I'm still like trying to intimidate them towards me instead of Thrak.
Snapping tail.
Yeah, I'm turning into a snapping tail. Which is a 15 intimidation.
Okay.
That means I'm
23 from one of them. We'll say green. But orange is completely aggroed to you right now.
Okay.
And then you're holding your action. Okay, here we go.
Yes.
Here come the attacks then. So orange is attacking you. 1, 2, 23, and then a natural 20. So
yeah, we're both hit.
10 necrotic. And then 16 plus 12 necrotic damage on top of that.
28. So both of those halved. So that's 38 halved. 15.
Then you've got to make me
19.
2 wisdom saves. Got to beat a 14.
Hang on, let me do math. I was holding it in my head. It's gone. What did I just say? 38. So 15, 19. Okay, so 30. My brain's just
What's happening?
capsized. I'm trying to calculate how much damage I just took. Okay.
38.
Yeah, but I was trying to minus it from my HP. Anyway, whatever. 2 wisdom saves. 18 and an 18.
Thank God.
Nice.
All
Okay.
right.
Nice. Well done.
Wait, it's not over yet. Sorry.
Since you've aggroed orange to you, both attacks will go towards Thrak from the other side. Actually, no, I'll roll to see if one of them goes to Jildan. If it's a 2, it goes to Jildan. No, both attacks to Thrak.
Perfect. That's what I like to hear.
1,
Do your
2,
worst.
a 16 and a 21.
Yeah, they both hit.
Okay, so it's just the 16 and the 13.
This is a 29 halved, so 14. Alright.
And you need to make me 2 whiz saves.
Excellent.
Come on. Wisdom's your thing. Come on. Oh, 14
it's
and
not.
18. Oh,
no,
you got
11,
disadvantage.
8 and 11.
8 and 11. You
So
are
I'm-
feared. Your
yeah.
speed is reduced to 0. Would you like to use your action, Jildan? That's the end of their turns. So your
Yeah, I
action.
still do my plan. I still cast this wind wall directly in front of us, and both of them up into the air.
Yeah, let's just see. I think this will happen. I'm just double checking. No, you don't have any bullshit. Yep. Yeah, they get.
They would also take. Oh yeah, they still need to do strength saving throws as well.
Oh,
I forgot that it
okay.
actually does damage and isn't just.
Okay. A 1 and a
Ooh.
14.
My DC is 14. I can't remember which way around that
So
was.
yeah, he's making the save, so he makes it.
So 19
Oh,
bludgeoning
nice roll.
to fail and half.
3 will fail, and then half to the other one.
Yeah.
Yeah, 1. Okay. And they are lifted there, 15 feet above you now. These ghosts get launched upwards. It is Thrak's turn now.
Okay. I'm going to try to do momentary stasis again. Momentary stasis is one of my time chronology magics.
Okay.
So they've got to do a con save
Okay.
against my DC.
13 and a natural.
It's just one of them. Sorry,
Oh, okay.
green.
Oh,
But he did
13.
fail. So he is now incapacitated. He's surrounded by magical energy and cannot move or do anything until the end of my next turn.
Okay. At the end of your turn,
Yes, I
Right.
can't move.
Cirrus's turn.
Okay. First thing I'm gonna do is cast Healing Word on Thrak. So you get 7 healing. And then I'm going to try and hit. We can't tell whether these guys are, which one is like more injured, right? That's kind of the deal. Is
Yeah,
that because
not
they're
really.
ghosts? We can't really tell.
Yeah.
I'm gonna aim at the green one and fire a guiding bolt at it. Come on. 24?
That's the one that's
I say that in character.
Okay. Yeah.
Thrak
I
croaks.
would probably do it on orange since green is trapped and incapacitated, and if he takes damage, he's not incapacitated anymore.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Then if I knew that, then I wouldn't have chosen him. Can I?
I would mentally blink that at her in the moment.
Yeah, sure.
Brad
level
allows
4
it.
action. Fine.
I'll go for orange.
Yeah.
Can I keep my roll though?
Yeah. It still hits. Yeah.
Okay.
Go for it.
Okay, cool.
Like Steven would
casting
have
at level
fucking
1,
cut you
that's
from the
8.
campaign.
Both of us. You're out.
That's 8.
Okay. Feels like a really low roll for a guy.
That is a really rough roll.
Yeah,
It's 3
I'm-
1s and a 5.
3 1s and a 5.
I'm upset. I'm upset, frankly.
That sums this
That's
campaign up.
it for
That's
me.
it. Okay. See ya.
Okay, while they're in the air, I'm going to look down south and point and shout to my compatriots, run! As I do, I'm going to crack my head back, and you see my eyes roll to the back of my head, my mouth opens, and these tiny, tiny, tiny little specks start to crawl out of my mouth, and you kind of notice that maybe perhaps they're not specks at all, but spiders, and they get caught up in the wind as an unearthly, noise comes out of my mouth, and these spiders get caught in the wind wall, and they start to surround these guys in a 30-foot diameter sphere of darkness. As the webs these spiders spin, create this like emanating black just nexus inside, and now within a 30-foot sphere, it's nothing but magical darkness. They shouldn't be able to see. It's a sphere, and I'm going to use my bonus action to run my full speed 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, I'm not going to sprint. I'm going to wait for my party to realize what's happened and see what they do.
Okay, what did you...
I can't see!
What
I
did you
can't
do?
see!
I'm a drow, so I cast darkness
on us, so none of us can see anything.
Okay.
before saying run south.
Oh God! I'm free! Elias!
I didn't
Jilton.
cast it on you, just over them so they can't see.
It's
You
your
know, I would have
turn.
done what he does
In
with
In the air,
Fireball.
right? In the air.
Huh?
They're in
They're
the air,
15
but
feet in the air.
It's a 15. It's a it's a sphere though.
But it's a sphere, so you cast it on them, so it's still, if it's 30 foot, it's still gonna hit us 15 foot down.
Technically not.
Is it?
I feel like it is.
I mean, yeah,
I can
it's a
Microsoft
ball.
Paint it.
Yeah, it's a big guy's bro.
Yeah, it's a ball, and if you're to the side of it, it won't touch you. I mean, why would that touch you? But
I feel like our
fireballs
heads
don't.
would be. I don't know, I feel like
It's
it
just
would
they're-
be.
your heads are just being grazed by the baby spider cloud.
It's kind of, it's basically this.
What?
They're braiding-
That's how
they're
big
braiding
it
your
is.
hair.
It's massive.
Oh my god.
No.
It's a 30-foot
Um,
radius.
Diameter, 15-foot radius.
Okay,
It's half as.
yeah.
See, it casts Australia.
It's that.
Yes.
I'd say you're definitely
Okay.
still in it.
But I cast it. Yeah, it doesn't matter.
He can move. He can
You
move
cast
it
it
with
on
a
them,
Steve.
fireball, though.
No, I know. My range is 60 feet, so I cast it wherever it would be so that my party wouldn't get hit.
Yeah, they're in
Okay,
the air,
they're
right?
in
So
it.
it
Right.
would just be around them.
There.
good.
Okay. Then yeah, ignore this.
So I think if you
killed them
cast it
instantly.
directly on them, there's still a chance, but if you didn't, then.
No, just in a way
Yeah.
that makes
Yeah,
sense
yeah, yeah.
that's not going to blind my party.
I mean, it is Seer. I don't know. His
No one ever knows
motivations are
his
mysterious.
intentions.
Seer, run! Knocks us out, leaves us to die.
It's just their move.
I told you guys to run.
Idiots.
He says that to no one because we're all dead. Or our he says it to our skulls.
Is there anything you? Is there any action where you can like pull someone? Like, can I pull Thrak?
Yeah, you can sort of basically grapple and drag him. My rule is basically that you make an athletics check and you can carry him and you move at half speed.
Okay. Then yeah, I will use my action to do that.
All right, you got to be at 10.
Ooh, it's 12.
Yeah, you can pick him up. You can move half your speed.
Great. Then that is what we do. We will move towards Cirrus. I'm making the most awful sounds in your ear as I drag you. You are like a dead weight behind me, carving a furrow into the bracken as I desperately try and pull you away from these things, which can absolutely teleport close to us at
Stop.
any point.
You're just slowing yourself down.
I need all of you to survive.
The creatures hover down and then move backwards into the vault door.
Stop. Sorry.
What?
We just had to
I
walk
just
away.
away.
We
Remember when I was like, oh, you can just investigate and check and see.
Cool.
I fully thought we
Good
were
episode.
gonna die.
Thanks, guys. It's been fun.
Oh, that means there must be something really good in there. Right?
You're very welcome.
Dragon's
There is
like
something
more
really good in
radiation.
there. It's the entire Darrow civilization.
Fuck.
Great.
Well, can we? How long has it been since we took a long rest?
You can take another long rest straight away. You don't need
In
to
the afternoon?
wait.
Yeah, we just don't have the
But
bowl.
you don't have the bowl, yeah. You can long rest and then long rest and then long rest and then long rest.
Okay.
It's not a replenishable thing. You just
But
Should we take
see
a
the
long rest?
4 of you hobbling away from this door.
Yeah.
I'm just
don't
by a
we take
tree.
I'm just gonna roll a Constitution saving throw. Disadvantage. Oh, okay. I'm good. Wow. Impressive. Why didn't I do that before?
What's that for?
Yeah, I just turned.
I was gonna see if I would vomit on her,
Okay.
or on her
On-
shell. But
That's the thanks I
maybe.
get for doing everything I could to save Thrax's life.
Well, I wouldn't do it on purpose.
I rolled to
I was
disrespect.
just on a 30-hour flight, okay? There's a baby crying in the seat behind me.
I got cancelled.
She pulls a popcorn bowl from her shell and hands it to you.
Oh, man.
You know, the popcorn bowl? No, just me.
You know
The
what?
90s. Anyone else?
No,
The
I
poverty,
don't throw up on you
children.
either.
Okay.
But I do.
You didn't give anyone a chance to laugh. You just immediately started saying.
Should we long rest, everyone? Should we take a rest?
Right here by the tomb that almost killed us all.
Drac is currently being dragged through through the bracken right now. So
Well,
he's
You're
like,
from the
"Get
bracken?"
off of me! Let me
The
go."
bracken.
carving
Hey.
the furrows.
I just let go over. Unless I realize the danger is over.
I don't
do
think
not.
they're gonna come for
Get
us, and it doesn't seem like any place in this forest is safe. I think we should take rest where we can get it.
I'm gonna have to take it in turns to do watches.
Yes. I'll take first watch.
I'm already sitting down with my legs crossed, meditating.
Drac has not moved from where you deposited him.
I would kind of go over and
He's clearly
put down a
breathing.
bedroll.
You can see his chest rise and fall.
yeah. I put down a bedroll and kind of like hoof him onto it and wrap him up,
Aw.
and then look to Jildan and say, "Get some rest. I can take care of it." And I sit down on one of these giant gnarled roots on a tree and just pull out my sword and start sharpening it and cleaning it.
Okay, roll me a d20.
Okay.
You thought the trees were safe, didn't you? Joke's
So,
on you.
a
I'll be
5.
A
tree
root
spirits.
pierces through the back of your chest.
Roll me a d12.
A D12?
Yeah.
Okay. A 7?
Okay. Yeah, okay. You, I think the last thing that we sort of really... That we'll deal with next week. But I think
Wow.
from behind the door, the vault door, you hear, "Oh, bastard! Is that Spectral Guardians? No, not today!" And then you hear the sounds of little feet pitter-pattering away very quickly from that door.
He's alive.
Yeah, he's alive, but he ain't opening that door. And that's where we end today's session. Thank you so much for playing, players, and watching watchers. See you next week.